So first of all, thank you very much for being here, Outlier, the first hybrid conference. We just want to share with you some remarks. But first, also thank our sponsors, Fundación VIT, MICA, University of Miami, Policy Viz and Bizzle Shander. Thank you very much again for sponsoring us and for supporting us. And if you want to be a sponsor for other initiatives, we are always you're always very welcome to reach out to us. We just want to highlight some of the photos taken by our awesome photographers, but also some numbers. We did have indeed two formats, the virtual and the in-person. We did have over 30 speakers. That's why it was a very packed conference. One of them. We did have more than 500 attendees, 200 in Porto, more or less, and more than 300 in virtually. We do have 23 volunteers, and we are going to... And we are going to call them out very shortly. We did have one book signing. Maybe next year we will have another, who knows? I don't know where they are, but we did have a video podcast, so that was also very exciting. And we did have countless peacocks. So, yeah.
Applause for the peacocks. Applause for the peacocks.
You can still watch all the talks. I'm sure I will because I wasn't really sitting. So go just to liveoutlierconf.com using your code, and you can still watch your talks at least for 2 weeks. But we are still we will send you more information also by email. And we really want your feedback. You will notice there a very nice form, so please fill out so we know what we can improve, what you like. Many of you have already shared your feedback, but we would love to hear more details. Amanda?
Thank you. So as we go ahead and wrap up today, we wanted to wrap up really with a big word of thanks to everyone who was able to be part of Outlier. I want to also give a first thanks to Marília for bringing us all to Porto. I keep seeing people tweeting that it's the second city in Portugal, but I'll just say that I've never been to Lisbon, but this is lovely. So thank you so much, Marília, for all the work. I know any of you who organize in-person events know just how much effort goes into an in-person event and to make it possible for people to engage in a hybrid format, not just the attendees watching a stream, but having a dedicated space to engage, connect, have virtual unconferences, and even allow our speakers to come in from other locations to make speaking with us even more accessible, I think is a really Herculean effort for a small volunteer-run nonprofit. So huge thanks to Marília and to everyone who's been part of that team. It was exciting to see cool posts from all of you. So we did, thank you, Neil, for capturing this moment. I'm not sure how long it lasted, but if you are still on Twitter, I have not migrated to Mastodon yet because too many platforms. But we were trending for a bit, which is exciting. It was great to have our youngest attendee getting inspired by the things that were happening here. And we encourage you to stay engaged, watch things like our Drawing Data with Kids and our Viz for Kids interest group. So if you're also someone interested in data viz for kids, get involved. And big thanks to all the ways in which you found ways to connect. So we were thrilled to see how so many different groups of people who maybe had never met in person before or were meeting people for the first time managed to collide, not just here at the conference venue, but across Portugal or across Porto in bars and restaurants and hanging out in the gardens. So we hope you had a wonderful time exploring the city. There's applause. And while we're grateful to everyone who was online and didn't get one of those massive Brady Bunch pictures there somehow, we did snap a photo of everyone here at the end of the day on Thursday. And I think it is such a testament to the size and growth of our community that we have this kind of collection of people who have all gathered in one place from across different disciplines to celebrate the wide world of data visualization. We will make some of the photos available to you, so if you're looking for some of these from our great photographer, we'll make sure you know where to find those when they're released so that you can go ahead and relive and celebrate all of your conference moments. We are run by volunteers, and I would love to encourage any of our board members or volunteers to come up to the front. Board members, volunteers, yes, come up front, on the stage, on the stage, on the stage. If you have a yellow name tag, you belong up here. There we go. So, it would not have been possible to pull off this conference without this whole group of people here, some of whom you may not actually know, but know their work well, like Lloyd. Lloyd, raise your hand, yes? Lloyd is the one who built that conference app that tells you what time things are in your local time zone. That's pretty cool, yeah. Maybe more for our virtual folks. And we also have members from our board, from our volunteer groups up here, and we're just grateful that you all could be part of the event and go ahead and take your time to go ahead and support the running of the show behind the scenes, as well as running up and down, literally, the stairs to get people the microphones for the Q&A. The events and the activities of the Data Visualization Society, would not be possible without these kind of volunteers and folks, and we hope that as we're wrapping up today, you'll be leaving inspired and excited and thinking about how you can get more involved with DVS, whether that's as becoming a more engaged and involved individual member, joining challenges and Slack conversations, maybe becoming a dues-paying member and supporting us in an ongoing way. I think of us kind of like NPR for anyone who's from the States. Like, the more people who can afford to support us can, the more we can make things open and accessible to others, which is so important to us. But you'll find ways to get more involved through local geographic chapters, through topical interest groups, and you'll know us now and come and share your great ideas on the ways that we can continue to build and foster this great data visualization community. I'll let you all walk off the stage now if you'd like. And so with that, we'll wrap up for the day, reminding you that we exist here as an organization for the big picture goals to celebrate, nurture, and advance the wonderful and wide world and field of data visualization. And whether you're here as a data journalist, an artist, a BI developer, an engineer, or any myriad of the other hundreds of titles that we get when we do our annual State of the Industry survey, I hope that you found a way to find pieces of each of these over the course of the last few days in terms of nurturing how we bring our come together, how we celebrate great work, and how we advance the field. There is going to be an Outlier 2024. I know you thought I'd reveal the location, right? We were excited to be here in Porto for our first in-person conference doing this hybrid. We've got a lot to reflect on and learn, but there will be Outlier 2024, and we do expect to announce the dates and the location sometimes in the near future so that you have ample time to plan both for your own travel and for your budgets if you are looking to submit to have your employer send you to the conference, maybe sponsor the conference. Awesome. So we'd love to have a chat if you have ideas or suggestions on any of those fronts, and you'll see in the survey your opportunity to weigh in and suggest where you'd like to see us host Outlier in 2024. So do let us know what your thoughts are there. What was that? Singapore. I hear Singapore. I do. Conceptually, let's talk about it. We're going to go ahead and wrap up today. We're excited. All the team at the Data Visualization Society is thrilled that you were able to spend 3 days with us, whether it was here in person or our viewers who are watching us virtually. Huge thanks to everyone for your time. I hope you have very safe travels home, however far that journey might be. And if you have any additional questions, feel free to come chat with myself or Marília or any part of our team, and reach out over Slack, email, other virtual spaces, and stay connected. We want to nurture what that community looks like and continue to build the kind of vibrant future that we know that data visualization has. Thank you.
I do have just two last things. Lloyd actually also created our website, so you know, and I also would like to thank our partners, especially Data Visualization Lisboa, for our great data exploration activities and data physicalization and conferences. And actually, of course, the photographers and the virtual platform team and the live streaming team. I would like now just to ask the speakers of this day to come here to take a picture. And I think that's it. That's a wrap. Thank you very much, and see you next year.